Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. I'm Lucas and welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be watching back my race against Sebastian Vettel from the Race of Champions Nations Cup this year. So without going on too much more, I will play the race.
Beat Sebastian Vettel this time last year. He won both his rounds earlier in the day. It's Blakeley versus Vettel.
The E-Rock guys definitely being the underdogs here in the competition today. But who doesn't love a good underdog story?
Absolutely. Oh, and Blakeley's hit the barrier and almost over into the other lane.
He managed to save it.
I think we are bigging him up a bit too much. Sebastian Vettel was struggling at the start as well and mounted the inside bank. He's using everything that he can. He's really using this Polaris and attacking the track. Blakeley, though, with that mistake, it's going to be very, very costly for the E-Rock finalists. He'd had such a good weekend up to that point, but it's not over. Not yet.
It's another mistake in that first turn that we've seen a few times now, so might very well be getting slippier.
The gap between the two, it's big. It is big. And I don't think there's going to be anything that Blakeley can do about this now. Vettel can bring it home, but he won't slow down. He won't stop because he knows if it's a draw, it goes down to overall time. So Seb has to keep it pinned, has to keep pushing. And it's wonderful watching Sebastian Vettel behind the wheel. What a huge loss he will be to Formula One. It's been great seeing him this week. Just a huge smile on his face. He loves this event, loves being here, and he's so relaxed, I haven't seen him so relaxed, I don't think ever. He just is loving life at the moment, Sebastian Vettel.
This is closer than we thought, though.
Wow, Blakeley has pulled that back with a brilliant final tour, but it's Vettel who wins. A high five for his passenger.
But
Way closer.
Yeah, but
So this was our second round of the Nations Cup as we managed to get through the first round against Finland, and then this meant we faced up against Seb and Mick against Team Germany for the second round. And yeah, this was us in the Polaris. So this was the first time I drove this car on that day. So yeah, I had to think about how to approach it, and the approach we had all day was maximum send, maximum attack. And yeah, the year before, when I jumped from like a bigger car, a faster car, into the Polaris, I ended up being too cautious. So going into this race, I wanted to make sure I was being aggressive from the very beginning. And yeah, it was important just to send it. So into turn one, already attacking a lot. We start on the inside, Seb on the outside. But as you're going to see now, we end straight up into the wall. And this was, plain as day, a very simple and stupid mistake. It was braking too late, pushing too hard. It's as simple as that. It was just a pure mistake on my behalf. As we, coming into that, I mean, this was also later, and this is where my judgment cost me in a way, because obviously we were giving it maximum attack, maximum send, but as the races go on and on and on, offline the snow builds up more and more. And to give context, with the studded tyres on, pure ice, you get more grip. When you get the snow, you get less grip with the studded tyres. So I got on the entry here, I got a bit too far. You can see the snow's kicking up already, but I got the rear end a bit too aggressive out on the entry to turn 2. And then I just cannot slow it. Yeah, I mean, you're not bringing this back. I was very, very wide. Just ran out of grip, broke way too late. Yeah, just simple misjudgment. And we ended up into the snowbank, into the second wall. Thankfully, we didn't go over the wall. And the first thing I said to Seb straight after the race was, I'm really sorry for nearly ending up directly in front of you. Which is a really, yeah, I was just like, I'm so sorry. And he was like, oh, it's alright, I was just seeing if you were going to come over, I just took it easy. So, yeah, that was the first thing I said to Seb was sorry for nearly driving into your lane. So, yeah, that was cool, but we managed to keep it going, which is the crucial thing. And from this moment on, it was actually a really good drive. Like, if I hadn't put it in the wall, it would have been a really solid run. I know, famous shoulda, coulda, woulda, right? But attacking very aggressive into the inside loop, just keeping the power on, keeping forward motion all the way. And yeah, it was just pure aggression going into this. From that mistake onwards, it was like super big attack going forward, and yeah, coming into we're just super, like, we're super committed into turn 1 already. I mean, the first lap we crossed the line, what, 7.1 seconds down, and usually you need it to be about 4 or 5 seconds, I think. It changes every car, so I don't know what the actual split needs to be for it to be equal on the line again. But we were behind, and we had quite a few seconds to gain going into this last lap if we were to somehow manage to win the race. But yeah, immediately we were just super committed, and yeah, turning in really aggressively, because you have 4-wheel drive as well, obviously, in all of the cars that were there. So using literally, getting the front left, to lip over the snow, powering on, full commitment. And yeah, I mean, I'm still, honestly, with my honest thoughts of this race, I'm actually still really happy with it, because apart from putting it in the snow, it was a really nice run. But you can even see here on board with Seb, even though he's on the natural line, I mean, you can just see the snow, or even just these patches, and it does affect the grip. The grip's changing all the time. It's so variable, and if you end up out here, well, it's nice knowing you. You're probably going to end up in that wall. Foreshadowing for me, but yeah, it's really tricky, these conditions. Like, watching it is one thing, but the feeling you have, the grip changing, you're feeling like the car's about to go away underneath you. Sometimes you don't know if you're going to get it stopped. It's quite immense. But yeah, heading over into the last part of the lap, and as you can see, we've closed the gap quite a bit going into the last lap. We were full commitment, and we managed to finish, I believe it was 6/10 back, after what was a pretty aggressive second run. And, second lap even, I should say. But yeah, GG to Seb. We this, I can't remember when we were whether it was Jarno first then me, but this put us, I think we took a loss obviously in this one, so I can't remember how the score worked out, but yeah, it was great fun to race against Seb again, and it was it was just great. I mean, even I said this last video, I've said this so many times, but getting to be in the same camera frame as Sebastian Vettel, getting to race head to head with him again as well is a massive privilege that you've got to be very grateful for, So yeah, I think that'll round it out for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll hopefully catch you guys in the next one. So see you later, everyone. Ciao. See ya.